there's a whole bunch of neat holes, and we've got some great variety. We even added some variety today. I'll take you through the golf course a little bit, and we've made the decision to move the tee on the first hole to the left, which will give us a little bit more space on the driving range, and we'll also use the tree line on the right side to play into. Not be long hole, be a 360, 65 yard opening hole from the back tee, maybe 345 yards for the membership. So you open up not very difficult. The second hole, I changed the bunker on the right side of the fairway on the second shot and put it on the left side of the fairway to bring the second shot in around through the trees or over the bunker into the green. And we changed the green side based on I thought we might have too much shade for morning shade to grow bent grass, so we adjusted that. Third hole, we didn't really do much. The third hole was pretty much there. It's pretty good. I softened the green a little bit. I thought the green might be a little bit severe, so I softened that a little bit. The fourth hole really is a nice looking short par 4 that we actually I changed the green quite a bit today. I thought the green was a little bit too much of it looked a little bit too I don't know, so maybe you call it geometric, I suppose, or looks too much like a it was
too much of a formula.
It looked too perfect.
Yeah.
And so we adjusted that a little bit. I think that'll turn out nice. The fifth hole, the ladies' tee was not in a very good place, so we didn't like that. I made the hole a little longer, but a much more pleasant tee shot for the ladies. Actually made it 75 yards longer for the ladies than it was before, but before they were hitting right into the face of the hill. That didn't really work out very well. We enlarged the green a little bit there, giving a little bit more space to come in the green. It's a really nice green. And we had one fairway bunker that's in the middle of the fairway right now that we took out. Didn't think it needed to be there. Sixth hole, nothing was done on 6 yet. Seventh's a short par 4 that I think is one of the neatest holes on the golf course. It's really neat. It's got some great green movement in it. It's got half a dozen different options off the tee. There'll be a lot of birdies made on that hole, but there'll be some bogeys too. The 8th hole, they haven't really done anything since the last time I here. Same with the 9th hole, they haven't done much. Now the 10th hole and the 11th hole both are optional par 4, par 5s. And we situated the tees a little bit today and looked at some different options. We enlarged the 10th green a little bit, and we opened up the ability to be able to stop the ball on the green by enlarging the green. We still played as a 3-shot hole. And you know, some people will play it as a par 5, some will play it as a par 4. Obviously, however they set it up in an event, that's what they'll play. But it could be either way. 11 is also the same. We didn't really make any changes. 11 green set in beautifully. 11, the fairway has been blasted, actually dropped down, where it really becomes a pretty nice tee shot. We couldn't see much of it today because there was a lot of rock just around there, but that's a really nice golf hole. 12, there really wasn't anything we needed to do at 12. 12 was pretty much there the last time. We pretty much left it alone. It's a par 3 that can play from anywhere from 225 or 30 yards, maybe to 130 or 40 yards. So it's like
Dry Creek or whatever
across the creek, and it sits in an angle with it. It's really kind of neat. And then the 13th hole is a par 4 where we put in a little rock wall along the creek bed. It allowed us, from an environmental standpoint, to enlarge the fairway so we didn't have to take down into the oak trees. And we enlarged the green today. We took the green back further right, so we added about 1,200 square feet of green just to create some more pin placements. That's a really nice golf hole. 14 par 5. I think sets up really nice. Green sets up nice. It's all there. There's not anything we needed to do with it. I didn't change a thing on 14. I just said let's keep moving. 15, we've got a little environmental issue with a bunker in front of the green, so we took the bunker out in front of the green. We'll fix the slope to make it look proper. It'll be half Bermuda and half buffalo grass. So the balls will get on it. Maybe if the guy doesn't reach the green, it'll hit the bank. It'll roll back down, but it'll stop into the heavier grass. It'll still be a pitch shot. Environmentally, they didn't want the bunker there, and because we were probably encroaching a bit on the setback area there, buffer. So that was okay. We didn't have an issue with that. The green is beautiful. It's a gorgeous little par 3. It'd be a lot of fun.
And that's a green a lot of people see when they drive by every day.
Yeah, they'll see that. That's a nice hole. And then 16, we determined that we went back left to be the tee shot. We had several places for the back tee, and we changed the members' tees lengths. We altered those around. We want to make sure that they aren't going to see the water off the tee, so I want to make sure they're not going to reach the water off the tee. And I adjusted the lake shape just a little bit to sit the green in a little different angle, so that. But I took the bunkers off of it and made it so that it'll really play very nicely. 17, nothing was done, and then we went to 18, and I sort of got a harebrained idea that maybe 18 could also be a 4-5, and so we took the green and we're researching it, but I think we're going to probably move it back about 50 yards, and we'll put it in very close to the clubhouse. Right now, the 18th green, the clubhouse sits on the hill, and you've got a lot of trees between the 18th green and the clubhouse, and I think if we move it up there, we'll have one tree that sort of shelters it from the clubhouse, but they'll be able to create some views from the clubhouse to be able to probably sit
right down on the golf course.
Right down on the golf course, and I think it'll really be nice. And I'm always worried about the average golfer finishing with a very strong par 4. We have that ravine that crosses in front, and the average golfer is still going to be playing over 200 yards into the green. And I said, maybe that's a little too tough. So I moved it back to make it a definite par 5 for the average golfer, but it still could remain a par 4 for the good player. And so, you've got another par 4, par 5 option, which really turned out nice. I think the golf course is. I am really excited about the golf course. I think it's going to be a sensational golf course. I think people are going to love it.
Great. Thank you so much.